We are in a new anime era. Specifically, I'm talking about the shonen anime that we've gotten over the past couple of years. Whether you like it or not, these animes are for sure getting bigger and sometimes even better. Better production studios such as Ufotable and MAPPA. The numbers for these animes are going dummy stupid for no reason, but overall, anime is becoming more of a norm. However, there's no better place to start than shonen anime. Shonen anime is where the term Big Three came from. While it is true the heyday for these Big Three anime technically has passed, no matter if the series has a sequel series, is currently on its last arc, or the show just chooses to never end because, I don't know. But again, I'm not talking about them, forget them. Let's take a look at the new era of anime. Series that are barely a decade old and you can consider them the new shonen. But before we jump into that, if you like this content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all the love and support, and let's get started. Believe it or not, anime quality is actually going up. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, especially for some of you old fans. But that is a fact. Just because something is new does not mean it's actually bad. And while that is true, your old goats can still be goats. Now, it is also true that these newer anime take inspiration from some older anime. And the best show to look at first is Demon Slayer. You know, just the series that has the best-selling movie in Japan. For a lot of people, especially in the West, Demon Slayer had a good and a bad to it. To start off with the bad first, this show doesn't have the most in-depth story. Now, I'm not the one saying that, but some people are. And of course, these are the people that usually have a Code Geass profile picture. But just because there's not a complicated story doesn't mean the show is bad. You see, the studio making Demon Slayer named Ufotable is doing things we've never seen before. The quality of animation we have from this show is very high. And I'm not kidding either, every episode looks like it's straight up a movie. Plus, the animation studio never took shortcuts from this show. Even the first opening was sung by a legendary anime singer. Honestly, I'd be surprised if you don't know who this is. The amount of work she has underneath her belt, man. But even the creator of Demon Slayer said that she was inspired by older shonen. Now, looking at the list she gave off, I can't say I see each one of these inside Demon Slayer, especially this show. I'm not too sure what you're looking at here, but Bleach makes a lot more sense, especially being a sword fighting anime. Now, of course, I'm not saying it's the only one at that time, but you could understand that Bleach was the inspiration for Demon Slayer even a little bit. And now the Demon Slayer series is so big, you still see people thirsting for more content. And you best believe even if CyberConnect 2 makes a Naruto clone game for it, we will get another one. Hopefully it's just not made by CyberConnect 2. But Demon Slayer is not the only anime series that won Newcomer of the Year. The other newcomer that's probably airing at the same time you're watching this video is Jujutsu Kaisen. I'll tell you right now, this show is that gas. Jujutsu Kaisen came out approximately a year after Demon Slayer's release, and it set the world on fire. It's crazy because we just got Demon Slayer, which was a huge hit, and then got JJK right after. The crazier part is this was the huge introduction of the studio MAPPA. Maybe you have heard of this studio before because everyone wishes their franchise got picked up by this studio. But unfortunately, you Hunter x Hunter fans gotta wait. MAPPA's got a huge catalog, and currently they're swiping them Jujutsu Kaisen checks. But while they're cashing that in, they decided to pick up Chainsaw Man and Attack on Titan. So while they're over there getting rich, all we see is new shonen popping up left and right. Now, before we jump into the other series, Jujutsu Kaisen is a particular case. You see, there's a lot of similarities comparing this show to an older shonen. And honestly, I don't need to point out the obvious here because I'm sure you can do it yourself. But truth be told, Jujutsu Kaisen is not running on its story, which is still pretty good. Instead, it's running off of this dude. A character of a series is not even the main character, but can sell the series like shit. But Jujutsu Kaisen is currently doing it the best, and you know we're going to talk about the second season because they're going crazy. But MAPPA also decided to pick up another IP and enters Chainsaw Man. This was the show that everyone and their mama swore that it was going to change the game. And guess what? It didn't. Chainsaw Man was a very good shonen, don't get me wrong. But at some point, one after another, you're kind of seeing similarities. Now, if Chainsaw Man came out before Jujutsu Kaisen, would we be saying it's the GOAT? I really don't know, and that's not for me to answer, but Chainsaw Man is still a very good shonen. I mean, the show has the tropes that you want. The main character that seems to be dumb for no reason, the female side character that has them bazongas, and then the teacher-like character that can end the show whenever they feel like it. Chainsaw Man is cooking, and we know when they get their second season, it will be much better. But let's just be completely honest, it did not change the game. The show that did change the game, though, is My Hero Academia. On this list of new shonen, My Hero might be one of the biggest failures. And don't get me wrong, I do think My Hero is very good, but My Hero also has a missed potential. We have seen this trope before where the main character is basically useless, but he somehow gets a power up no matter how it happens, and suddenly he can become strong. The problem is My Hero never takes a step past the school life. Now, it is called My Hero Academia, so I don't hold that against the show, but could you elevate the show a bit more if these characters aged? I mean, we have seen it before in shows such as Naruto. To have a character age and show their growth is actually rewarding for the viewer, and we really wouldn't be upset if we did have a 3-year gap and suddenly Midoriya is a senior. The good news is they did decide to take a darker path, and that's honestly the best for this shonen. That being said, with My Hero about to end pretty soon, we still want more. And matter of fact, I'm about to talk about it in our next video. So a shameless plug here, you're getting a My Hero video next. But overall, my point here still stands. Shonen in today's age are currently getting better due to their predecessors. And honestly, if you're not watching shonen in today's society, I don't know what you're doing. Again, you can personally have a favorite, however, you can't say something's bad just because it's new. That's wrong. That's the answer. I'm telling you that you're wrong. However, I want to hear your comments down below what you think about today's new shonen. Now, I have some My Hero to catch up on, and we have a big one to talk about. But in the meantime, if you're looking for what to watch next, I just talked about the new Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Daima, over here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the love and support, including Patreons, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.